Sounds good.
How everything started. So regarding the OKR, I will share my screen. Also, we have agenda or meeting notes, how to call it. Let's share it. And here's the catch. Everything started. By the way, this is another. You ask for highlight the status of blocking for AWS billing data and other providers, not AWS, but other providers. I just put a work recap here and share this with Dennis. Actually, this is very briefly the last state, where we are blocked and how we are blocked. So actually, we communicate this properly with the stakeholders. You asked me a few days back about this, so I just want to highlight that one more time before we kick off the current OKR. So yeah, snack is with this one, and this one are blocked. That's the reason why you are here. And then it's told me you have some bandwidth to jump into this area and this OKR. So how everything started, it's 3.1. And it said from analytics engineers and R&D team side, for Snowplow, actually, it's analytics data. We load it in raw layer, and also DBT models are used to transform the data and prep and prod and dimensional modeling, and they gather some information. As per that, current DBT Snowplow package is not in use anymore. I mean, it's not maintained, it's end of the life. So for that reason, they suggest officially their documentation, you should replace this with Snowplow/Snowplow Web. Actually, this is a package maintained by Snowplow company. I thought it will be initially good, like lift and shift, one-on-one something, but actually, story becomes complex. I finalized the first impact analysis. So what I did, I start from the beginning, of course, to see old against new. I defined timeline, how I think plan should go. Then I start analysis. Also, you can use this issue just to read it a bit if you want to be more familiar. So just try to compare, okay, old against new, documentation, pre-requirements, technical documentation, motivation, which DBT version is required, etc., etc. So just to have a parallel context, what is different. Then, I will go back to this later. I check the models. What we have now is page views and sessions. What they have in the new package is web page views and web sessions. Sounds similar, right? But it's not. And also try to find the prior experience in the community and DBT Snowplow sources and Slack channels. And actually, Snowplow company said something like this. I attached the original link to the source. And they said, usually it's not one-on-one, and the purpose is not the same. Why? Because usually it's maintained by different companies, and Snowplow Web is actually up to date, and also they provide more comprehensive stuff. Then I do a drill down investigation and check final models against all the new version. Let's say we have page view against web page views, sessions against web page sessions. You have details here. I put everything in Google Sheet because it will be easier for us to do further analysis. And we need the help of the business here. Then I check the base model check, because luckily for us, we have only one model. So it's called GitLab events against a new package, Snowplow web-based events this run. I assume this will be more similar, but it's not. Also, I analyze source against target and see if something is missing. Also, there is downstream analysis we want to apply, and your help is more than needed here. What is the catch here? Let's say some of these columns you can find in the old package, like this, or cons, or derived cons, or anything else on the left side, and that part or that column can't be found in the new package. And this increases the risk, and this causes a problem for us at this stage. So actually, I finalized the exploration and said, okay, this is the old package and what we are using. This is the new and what we should use, and it's slightly different. What to do with this, we don't know, because now transition from old to new package will be very risky and very complex, and it will cause a lot of problems. What is the initial motivation to replace old with new package? It's end of the life for the old one. Also, old one has some kind of bugs or problem with incremental load or doing a full load. Snowplow is a very big set of data. And for that reason, analytics engineers want to move to the new one. I committed this work because they're fully occupied with other stuff. So it's up to us to sort out this issue. Is it clear as of now? Just a small, very short introduction. You're muted. I can't hear you. You're muted. Okay. So actually, That's baseline when we stop. And also what I found can be super, super complex is downstream modeling here. So this is the old model and how things are going. And also everything in between, because it generates most of the thing by package. And what we have a new package. It's slightly different. Plus, in the new package, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new models actually didn't exist in the old one. Maybe some value can be gathered from here, but we will check that. After that, I think it was 1-2 days back with Israel and R&D team to expose all the details to them. And also I had some open questions. I think it's on the bottom at the moment, and try to sort everything out. What I was able to do by myself, I did it. Then what wasn't sorted out, I moved to another exploration issue, almost said Jira, but another exploration issue. And also all these open questions I will gather with the business. What is the point now and current status? We investigated something in the beginning. We need more time and do a deeper analysis, let's say on the model or even column level, something is missing, and also collaboration with the business. They can say, okay, this column is not important, we can leave it out that, so please proceed with your migration. Or they can say, this column is super important for us, we can't do any kind of analysis without that column, and yeah, we should stop or we should find some alternatives, but we need to bring a clear plan. Let's say, what can be the problem? Let's say if this column is missed and they use where clause on this column, it will not be possible to move forward. So we should do some alternative. What I spoke with them, what was the outcome of the meeting is we can bring the dev environment and try to implement the new package, generate a sample data. So actually we can see easier and we can collaborate in easier way because we can see the data and structure generated by new package in some sandbox environment. Even if it's raw something or prep something, it's okay, but still kind of dev environment, if you know what I mean. So we can switch the package in dbt YAML file, install it locally or put it somewhere, and then on the dev environment, generate the sample data. That can speed up our development and analysis. So for that reason, I put many comments here, which is actually not super important at the moment, because I transfer the open questions and our work here. It's called Snowplow Web because it's named of the package gap and risk analysis. And also the second one, it's also important for us like technical implementation or test implementation in sandbox environment. This is what we need to do. I spoke with Dennis, and because we are blocked for billing data, they said, you have some bandwidth so we can jump on this. So I want to ramp up you quickly just to see, okay, what this is about, why this is about, what the expectations are, and what our outcome and goal about this is. So actually we have two things: move on with deeper analysis and create that test environment somehow to show sample of the data or actually real data from raw to the business. And they can say, as per that, if you go to gap and risk analysis issue, everything is connected and assigned, I just repeat some important questions here, put the resources here, and also open questions here. What I did, I separate analysis in 3 parts because we want to know more. There are plenty of unknowns. Entry model analysis. Actually, this is the entry model which starts package transformation or models transformation. It's called, I call it entry model analysis, maybe it's wrong. So I put old against new and my prior exploration link, and open a Google Sheet because it's more collaborative than put it in a comment or description because everyone can do this. What I did here, all sheets are the same. All package, new package. Mapping is possible or exists or not, and is this column critical for the business? We don't know this yet, so I put no. In other words, as I said, if you have something in the old package, you don't have it here, you will put no, and then we need to check with the business. Can they live without that? And also we need to do a downstream usage. Second part of analysis is
why did you default? Can you go back to the sheet?
Yeah, I put no, yeah.
for column D, shouldn't we leave it blank until we actually have confirmed that it's?
You are fully right. I'll fix this definitely. Just put, because you're fully right. I mean, it's not no because it's unknown. It's null for us. Yeah. So I will put it blank because now I just copy paste from here. I put no. Actually, should be something like blank, right? So I will fix this in all 3 sheets. But is this part clear? IABC, like you know what's going, like, okay, if it's missing in the new package and we have it in the old package, actually we can't map. And also I want to see downstream usage and list the models here. And can we continue with the implementation node? So I will put blank here. Also, one question for you. I know you and Snehanj did some kind of script in Python for column dependency analysis. Do you have that? Can we use that somehow, or you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we could use it, I think, as long as this data is in, well, the models are all in Monte Carlo, so we can definitely use it. In fact, I was just using it the other day because it's funny, I'm doing something very similar for Salesforce,
Yeah,
checking the dependencies. So yeah, 100%. I did have a
great.
question though for the downstream usage.
Where
That's
this
going to
column is
be
used. Say,
um
please.
no, yeah, that's very simple. Okay, never mind. I need okay, yeah, but bottom line is Monte Carlo could be used.
That script can save our asses definitely here. So you know what my intention is here. Okay, this column we can't map it directly. Simply doesn't exist. Is it super important for the business, and where this column is used in downstream models? And then we can say or ask the business, okay, it's up to you to determine it, what's going on with this. And then F column can say to us, can we continue? They can say, okay, this is not important, we don't use it, we can continue. But let's say something timestamp is missing and you use that for where close, that can be a problem. Can we find some alternative or not? Yeah. I mean, number of models are huge, so this will take time. So that's the catch, because we stopped. At this moment, we can't continue with the implementation and it's neat.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I do have like a follow-up question on this. I think I know
Yes,
how to
of
verbalize.
course.
Can you go all the way to the top for the fields?
Yeah.
So if the mapping already exists, can we essentially ignore columns D and E? Like I'm thinking we don't really need to investigate D and E if the mapping already exists, because if it's important, we already have it. If it's not important, doesn't matter. Is that a reasonable assumption?
No, that's perfectly fine. This is still under progress. I just finalized that before the meeting. I mean, in that case,
No,
this
I
is everything.
understand.
Yeah, but yeah, let's
But
create
I'm
a good
just trying to
baseline
make
for,
sure we're on the same page
yeah, something like
for
this.
whoever ends up doing this.
Yeah, definitely. I want to understand each other, like to create additionally for the. Is it okay assumption, or clearly said unambiguously? Okay, not applicable, right? Because we will focus only when no is here. When it's yes, it will be like NA. Is it okay?
Yeah, that works for me. That makes sense.
Okay.
And it would be the same for column E as well, correct?
Yeah, correct. So actually we will drill down and narrowing the focus on only what is needed. So yeah, you're fully right. But I want to have a full sheet here with all columns, just not lose track. But yeah, you're right. Our investigation will focus only on this and where you have no here, which is actually a smaller subset of data, right? You have, I don't know, 200 columns here or something, 100 something, say, and probably we should focus on 20 of them, which is easier for us to track and investigate, right? So I will sort out this and put it in a better shape to everyone on us understand. Because if you have yes here, this is not applicable. Otherwise, you should drill down and continue with investigation. Is it okay? Make sense?
Perfect.
Yeah. So for all 3 sheets as of now, we'll create a few more. We'll have the same structure. So it will be really easy to jump in and do the stuff. Final
Why are
modelizer.
there 3 sheets? I would have assumed that since there's, for the old package, there's 2 main tables. So wouldn't there just be 2 sheets?
Actually, I want to investigate the source. This is input. Snowplow web-based event. This is how data flow in. But okay, maybe you're right. Because if I go here, let's say I have web pages and I have sessions. Maybe we can put everything in one sheet with 3 sheets or in one file. Doesn't matter. This is also working. So in web page,
Perhaps,
actually, this is what we rely on.
To
Yeah.
back up though, sorry, I just want to make sure I understand the assumption. You said that there's two tables. Are those the original tables, or are those like the downstream tables, the final two tables?
DBT package have input. It's one table. It's this Snowplow web page events run, and you have something between. And results of that is those two tables. And our downstream models are dependent either on Snowplow web page views or Snowplow web page session. Originally, Snowplow sessions and Snowplow page views in the old package. So actually, I just want to see what is the difference if I just brutally replaced old package with the new, and what is the gap I need to overcome and have the full set of data. So actually, yes, you're right. This is entry point. This is what will be ingest from a row, Snowplow something, and then package will do the rest because models are built in, and this is a result of the package. Web page views and web sessions. And because in web sessions, let's say we are using that in old package, we don't have browser and browser build version. So we need to drill down and check analysis for this. Is this missing or it's not missing? Can we use it? Because you have on downstream models. I don't know which column these models are using. So that will be the first part of analysis. So entry model, final models, and downstream dependency. Do you know what I mean now?
When you say so entry model, I think I understand. That's like the first entry point into this whole package, and then there's some final models, which is the output of this package. There's two models, and then when you say downstream model, we take the output of these two package we take the two models that are outputted from this package and then do some additional transformation. Those are custom GitLab models.
Correct, 100% true. So actually, if I go here, let me disable this. So you can see now sessions and views, and we can say, okay, current model are using this page views and sessions as a, let's say, last point. And this, let's say, this is the entry point. So this is what package transform using macros and built-in model. So you attach this web page to your source table, and you have page views and Snowplow sessions. Later on, current situation is, you see, these page views are used or have this downstream dependency. It's a plenty of them, right? This is what our business wants to see. So if you go and replace Snowplow page views with Snowplow web page views for the new package, and some columns are missing, you can have a lot of trouble here because some columns are using here. You don't know which one. So actually, I will analyze all of these models using your script or something. So actually, when you use DBT package, you have, let's say, one input model or more, but in our case, it's one. You touch it to row, and you have page views, which is actually here. And second part is you have sessions, and you have 4 models, depends on the session. So if I go to Snowplow, where my sessions are, and see, browser build version. I want to see, is any of these 4 models are using this column, which is actually missing in new package. Can I do it in a painless way, like without any problem in downstream models? So you got the point now, right? Or
understood. Thank you for the explanation.
No. I want to go deeper because I spent a few weeks and then it's not expected for you to understand in a minute, but I want to be clear. 3 things to do: entry point or entry model. Maybe we can live without that, maybe not. Final models, sessions and views, and downstream model analysis. So with these 3 analyses, you have complete sheet on column level about the dependency. Then we can say to business, or we can create a plan of migration from package A to package B, from old to new. But you got the point. It's not possible to do a lift and shift migration like as we think originally, right? Because you expect, okay, version is almost the same. It was forked originally, but it's not. So you need a little bit more clever investigation than to do migration and bring the clear plan. Because Snowplow dataset, I think, is definitely, along with Postgres pipeline, the biggest dataset in our warehouse or data platform, whatever. And it's super important because a lot of business is relying on that. I want to see the behavior of the customer. So we should be very clear about this and have list with all models how we should do replacement and what can be migrated, what can be not. So one very simple, let's say session is simple than views. Snowplow sessions is here. We need all of this no from C column, and then see the downstream dependency, which is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. If we can live with that, okay, we are fine to migrate, let's say, this model. Probably bigger problem will be here, because instead of Snowplow page views, we will use Snowplow web page view from the new package, and you have a lot of dependency. And then you should go and check all of this with no, and see, is there any impact here? I mean, it's really manual work, but with help of your script, this can be speed up definitely. But you said your script is based on Monte Carlo data or what? I didn't know that.
It's based off Monte Carlo, but it has access to all the DBT models, so I think there should be no issue.
Okay, but actually we have huge help with your script, which I think is really lifesaver in this case. So that is the intention. You know, we want to migrate something from A to B, and they claim, okay, it will be probably straightforward, but it's not. And there is not too much experience on the internet or in the community with guideline how someone did it. So actually we are trailblazers here. And as per our business use case, we want to replace all the new and still keep the fully functional model. So actually we need to test all of this. So as per this story, probably you can expect this will require time, right? That's a organic answer. Like, this is my impression. Like, yeah, this will take time, right?
Yeah, 100%. I had 2 follow-up questions.
Yes, please.
Firstly, regarding the entry point model, why do we need to audit that one? Because we could simply just audit the final models of this package. That's really is what we're using, correct? So is there any purpose to auditing the entry point model?
Maybe to better understand, okay, I assume if something is missing in the entry, let's call it entry model, it will be missing in the target model, right? Let's call it like that. I mean, it's a really simple math, and it's a logical conclusion. That's okay. And also, if something doesn't missing in the source, probably can missing or not missing on the target. Maybe we can skip this. As I said, this is still under construction. My first impression, okay, what we should do. But generally speaking, if I go to the entry model, you have plenty of columns, but then I can do it quickly. I mean, this is not necessarily just maybe not nice to have, but can put it as a low priority at the end. If something is really unclear, I can quickly do this. I mean, I need to ask business, but I can define, okay, 1, 2, 3, maybe 15 columns, 20 columns max. And then we know exactly entry model, what we can't match with the new package. But still, as you said, this is the main one along with sessions. So this will be the focus. So actually, for these 2 models, we need to do downstream analysis. I think we can do everything in one or 2 files. So, okay, we can park this as of now, or if I have extra time, I can do this analysis, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I will update the structure. So yeah, that makes sense. So let's narrow and focus on that part. So generally speaking, I'm thinking loudly. 3 points: entry model, target models, 2 of them with strong dependency on downstream, especially for the views. And third analysis is actually downstream models and usage. But actually, it can be done here. Generally speaking, we need 2 files, if I'm not wrong, right? Maybe it can be more sheets inside, but 2 files will be sufficient. Because from views, you have 20 models, and from sessions, you have 4 of them, and you can follow up here, okay? Do that usage, but we can find them and discover them using your script. So actually, that's my intention, and you're fully right, thinking loudly. Not here, but yep. So this entry we can park for now. I will hide it, so it's not super important. If something is really unclear, we can do that. So yeah, I agree with you to focus on this and see downstream impact, and see from the business perspective how they can live without the counts, or is there any alternative how can map it from some other source? Maybe an answer can be here. I don't know. Maybe this model contains some columns we don't have. So I will probably do the quick analysis of this. You know what I mean? I mean, you have 9 extra models. Maybe somehow you can map it, or you can match to find what you need.
Yeah, makes sense. No, thank you for answering that. Second question, do you mind going
Yep.
to the second spreadsheet?
Yeah. Do you mean this web page?
Yeah, that one, perfect. So column D is columns critical for mapped columns. The way this is ascertained is asking the stakeholder or
I need to ask the
because
business. We need to
ask
ask the
business,
business.
right? Because
We don't
column
know.
E is purely, we can probably use the script for that. That's very kind of
Correct.
straightforward. Column D is
Yeah.
business.
F is
And
final
so,
answer
okay,
for the business and from analytics engineers. So actually, you're right. C is with us. We can define that. D is answer for the business analytics engineers. This is with us using your script. And F is final decision based on business analytics engineers and us. And maybe on their side, because they can say, okay, I can't live without browser column, but I can fetch that column from model C or something we didn't mention yet, or from this model. I will did analysis here. So actually this will also list of columns from this model, which is fairly easy, but still I will provide them to them. So in that case, yes, you're correct. Fully right.
okay, perfect. And I guess the last question is, first of all, I have to say you did a very thorough job on this. You did a lot of the heavy lifting. How do you want to split up the remaining work? So
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I can maybe run the script, but yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know what you were thinking.
for me, the first thing is I'm super happy because you're a super fast learner. I'm always impressed with your skills, how to jump at the problem and sort it out. So actually, it's up to us to determine it. And I would say, if you ramp up and understand what is required, it will be easy to split the work. And also, we need to do installation of the package. So my assumption is I need some more time to be clear with this structure and what we need to do and create the sheets or decommission the sheets, hide what is not needed, because I think now we align about the vision, what needs to be done. How we can split the work. You can do analysis, you can do installation, we can split the analysis, or you can run your script. Up to you to decide what is your preference. I'm fine. Maybe I don't know, I can pick up installation and try to deal with that in the sandbox environment. Because if we are able to do that in the sandbox environment, we can guarantee once when we want to do, let's say, full integration, we are exercised for that and we can do it easy. Anyway, that's actually a two part of the story. Analysis and installation. It's not balanced work. Probably something is bigger, something is smaller. I don't know. But my vision on this is, okay, let's split the work. I will finish documentation. That's on me. And maybe for Monday, it will be fully completed to kick off that. And then we can asynchronously, synchronously communicate with that. I just want for you through this meeting to analyze or to understand what's going on. Up to you to decide. I have no preference. Anyway, we should finalize this. Anyway, we should sync on this. And anyway, we should split the work. And sometimes not all things will be clear, but we can sync and clarify. So up to you to decide, definitely. I have no preference, as I said. You're muted.
Sorry about that. I'll see how far I can get with column E. Once I have column E completed with the Monte Carlo script, I'll ping you and see what your progress is, and then we can decide on how we want to continue splitting up the work. Is that okay? We kind of do this iteratively or something like this?
Yeah, definitely. I'm for that, because if we just have a junction point, like, okay, let's sync, I will expose you what my work is, what the conclusion is, so we can easily sync, it will be great. What I will do before that, I can finalize documentation, give me this Friday and my Monday morning, just to have everything aligned with the structure. I will put a few more explanation as we talk, like you said, okay, column D, we'll put a comment. This is for us, for D, this is for the business. So everyone can really fully understand. This is this is a draft and this is a working copy, but actually what is most important for me, I did that dirty work for all of us. And that, I spent a few hours just to have this structure, right? Because copy, paste, do some Python scripting, whatever, and then everything is here, and also put it in bold. Also, we'll put this in gray, which is out of the scope. Things like that, just to visually can make our life easier and focus on everything. If that is okay for you, we can split the work like this. You know what needs to be done, ask me anytime, and focus on only where column C is no. I will also fix this. So column E, if you sort it out to the next milestone for us, like, okay, let's catch up now, it will be great. If something is not doable, not doable. So, but this is the place where we collaborated. And as you said, to be efficient, I will do this part of analysis with just list the columns, because business can refer that, like, okay, maybe we have some mapping. So actually, these new models, I can do this analysis. You can do this analysis. This downstream model will be done. Actually, it's a column E, so I will hide this and maybe delete this sheet just to avoid confusion. And also entry model will hide as of now because it's not relevant. So we should focus on what is important to be efficient. Is it okay for you? What do you think?
Sounds great.
Great. Thanks. I mean, it's quite difficult to understand because I expect in the beginning, like, okay, it's from package A to package B, it will be easy peasy. And also, okay, I allocate some time for an investigation, how deeply I went. I said, okay, it's not so simple. After this milestone is done and we speak with the business and they determine that what is important, what is not, we should create the implementation plan. Meanwhile, I will focus on installation and then we can sync and move on until we reach the finish line. Long story short, a recap of this meeting, I will put in agenda and also in the comment how we split the work, actually what we talk about, just to have everything written down. And then from Monday, when you wake up or when you have time, or after that, you can start with column A here. I will do on my side, as I said, align everything, fix this, create better structure, try to highlight it visually to be better, and I will assign my name to the installation. So actually, not here, but sandbox, this is with me. And this will be with you, just a second. Okay, and I will fix this because now our focus is on this part. As you said, everything here is just a, let's say, flow from here. So if you miss something here, will be missed here as well. So let's avoid double work. And I will do installation plus this quick analysis with models. And then Monday, when you wake up from your working day start, you will be fully ready to go on. Is it okay? What do you think?
Yeah, the only call out is that next week I think we're both gonna be pretty busy with the Kubernetes thing. So I don't know if we need to temper expectations at all.
No problem. I fully understand. Actually, I will have a week after because we are in different time zone. I mean, initially it was US time zone. This will be for you next week, right? That is what you said. 3 full day. It will be fully occupied, correct?
Oh, so for you guys, the European
Week after.
APAC one, oh, it's a different week. I see. I thought it was the same day with the different
Yeah,
instructor.
it was
Got
initially. It was initially, but they split it up. So actually, we started from 18th of December up to 20th of December, and then next week I'm on triage and I'm going to vacation 2 weeks. So I know it will be a little bit, slowed down, but that is what it is. The most important thing, you know what this is about. You know the plan. You know you have the vision. Anyway, you can ping me. I can ping you so we can sync. But generally speaking, probably next Friday is a good way to sync again or asynchronous sync, whatever. So we can quickly catch up. It's not a problem for me. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. I by the way, just a quick note, if for the installation thing, if you could keep some notes on there, I do want to stay updated on how you do that. I'm very curious about your implementation. So
to be honest, I have never did it before, and also we'll do the steps because we need it for sandbox, and then okay, as per theory, you should replace one file with one YAML file. Okay, we'll not use this, but we'll use that. But it's not so simple in real life, as you said. What to do with old, how to do commission the old models, and so on. And also, I will do a full guideline, a really bulletproof approach for this. So for sake of all of us, maybe Runbook will be good place because it's so collaborative and you can have support for Markdown formatting, combine code and text. So probably we'll put everything there. So good idea, definitely. Just a second. Oops. Just a second. Okay, what I want to do is installation and other models. That's it. I will wrap up everything now, split the work whenever you have time. I know you're fully busy. I will be busy after that. So no one expect this will be done very quickly. I know there's a lot of work to do, but still, great inputs from your side as usual. And I would say main takeaway is we narrowed our focus. So this will be quickly done, this will be skipped, this will be skipped, and this will be our focus. So actually 2 Google Sheets. Maybe we can fit this into one file with 2 sheets, or what do you think is the better format? So maybe one file with 2 sheets is better.
Yeah, like one file with 2 tabs or something like this. Yeah.
Yeah, how it called tabs. Yeah, correct. I will fix this, and that's it. Thanks a lot for your time.
Okay.
I think we can stop sharing and we can stop recording.